My name is Marcel Ernie, and you're watching Zone Television.
So I was able to get to the dealership and actually discover a brand new YFZ R1 from Yamaha in this traditional Yamaha colors, blue and silver, which appear to be the new colors that they're using on this bike. Very well done, I have to say. I've not noticed that they actually put a cooling fan behind the radiator. Now, I've seen some cooling fans on radiators before, but I wasn't sure if they did it with this this outgoing model here. But as you see, this outgoing model is distinctively and definitely just an altogether different bike than the new 2015. After looking over just the triple tree, you could see that it does look a bit dated. It does have traction control and a few of the other good bits that come in some of the more contemporary bikes. A lot of people like the traditional clock cluster with the tachometer reading out like a clock. I actually am a fan of both. Depends on the bike. This is what I was talking about right here. You got this seam that's right here that's not on the new one. Now, this is another thing that I noticed. Some of you will notice some of these more subtle details. The chassis on the new R1 on the new R1 is completely different. They've eliminated the weld or the seam in the twin spar aluminum frame, and what we were looking at is it appeared that in the new one, by eliminating this weld right here, they pushed it up into where the headstock is. Now, a few other things that I noticed about the old bike versus the new bike. The old bike feels heavier, and it sits just a tad bit lower than the new 2015 R1. I never really liked this outgoing R1. Yeah, see, this feels, yeah, this feels heavier. You can definitely feel, you know, and it feels wider here near the.
Does this feel lower to you than that one?
About the same, but just a tad lower, just like a tad lower.
I can see it in your feet, actually.
Yeah.
That's also what changes. You know, they kind of narrowed the bike and they stood it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
So I would say that the differences are not at all subtle. They're very distinctive. Dare I say, even just completely different bikes from one another. And I have to say that kudos to Yamaha. I never thought I would actually find myself liking this bike as much as I do, actually having seen it in person and sat on it. Yes, it does sit a bit higher than the outgoing model, but it's lighter and it's narrower in the frame, or at least it feels a little bit narrower in the frame, and I actually found it to be quite comfortable. So for 2015, my hats go off to Yamaha R1, probably, arguably right now, my favorite 1000cc liter bike at the moment.